What do you mean you've been my Mane-san since we were teenagers? What do you mean by that? You've been looking after me since then? Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. My name is Lilybwees. I am your divorced, agoraphobic hagtuber. Welcome, welcome. I play games wrong on purpose, mostly indie, retro, mecha, but also just whatever catches my eye. Welcome, welcome. I can actually do that now. I'm kind of excited about that. Also, I made a mistake and forgot that today was an early mint stream day, so, thankfully it's a game that I haven't been catching up with, but, oops. I usually try to avoid that. Usually try to avoid overlap whenever possible. But it is what it is. Good morning. I'm waking up. I came down, I had my yogurt, and realized I didn't have enough water to make my tea. So I'm still waiting for that to cool down. Next time, small dog, next time you come down to the kitchen, could you check the water temperature in the kettle? It just says it on the thingy. But anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're playing more Disco Elysium today. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if how long this stream is gonna go, because I'm trying to get back to the 5 streams a week thing, and I'm just, with everything going on, I'm trying to pace myself so that I don't, like, burn out or work myself too hard. Because, you know, that way lies, burnout. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I am still waking up, but, yeah, so, this is the part where we just yap a little bit before stream. But, yeah, so I am excited. We made a lot of progress last stream in, like, the actual solving the case type thing. So today, I figure we try and make no progress. Maybe a little progress. Maybe we ask about the borscht and some other things, but, I'm thinking we, Doom commercial sector. I want to talk to the cryptozoologist. Apparently some things open up today, Small Dog was saying. So, I want to talk more to the phone cylinder. And just, you know, I kind of think maybe today's a day where we go full super. And I want to find the fridge. I feel like that's something to do. We already have... I need to go to the Freed, I think, to to deposit the check, the giant novelty check that we have. But then we're good on our room for the day, which is nice. So we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I think we're gonna be pretty good, I think. 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Now I can stop talking. Hey, Implode, are you here? I don't think Implode's here. Damn it. Oh well. That's fine. What? No, I just wanted to fuck with them. It's fine. Why Implode? Because I just want to fuck with Implode. Anyway, so originally Sunday was, Miku, Miku, dancing, obviously. So the Sunday box card thing opening that I originally had planned is probably not going to happen. They haven't shipped it yet. I think they're just backlogged with orders. So that's fine. I'm debating what I do. I want to play Alice tomorrow. I want to finally play that game. Sunday I'll either take off, do a co-working stream, or build Lego, but I'm not sure which. And then next week is going to be basically all co-working streams, maybe with like a shmup break. Sorry if you wanted a bunch of games and stuff, but I'm gonna be doing my best to finish this rigging work. So it's gonna be like a, you know, there's not really gonna be any not gonna be sharing my screen for this particular one, but it'll just be me doing working sounds. So if you're working on something, feel free to join. I'll be talking and cussing to myself throughout the thing. Yeah. I don't know what I should do as like background music for those. I'll probably just find something chill on Dova Syndrome and just play that in the background. Like, hi Grippus. Good morning. So, oh god, Country Jig. Yeah, if you guys want Country Jig, I can play Country Jig. I'm not playing it. I'm gonna be listening to a bunch of, I mean, I guess I can look up what other people do for co-working stuff. I don't know, if people have recommendations, put it in the Discord, I guess. We have one of those. Link is in the description, links to my Throne, Discord, and Streamlabs. Yeah, I don't know. Poke at any of those if you want to. Up to you guys. Anyway. Yeah, honestly, my desk is so filthy. I need to. There's still the monster cans. It still has the empty monster cans from the Kraken thing. On my desk. Hi, Grace. I need to clean. Hi, Solax. Yeah, I mean, mine's not great, I'm gonna say. I mean, it's not gonna take long, I don't know about doing... Yeah, I should start, like, filling my descriptions with everything. What was I thinking about? There was something I wanted to yap about. Maybe it was Beyblades? I don't know. I'm waking up. I haven't had my tea. I need my tea. So the problem is we have like this huge 4 or 5 liter water heater. I bought too big a size because it was cheaper. Well, the reason it was, oh, hello, Fluffer. Anyway, the reason that it was, cheaper is because it's too big. It's huge, it like barely fits. And the whole thing is, it takes a while, you know, for the water to boil, and then it takes forever for the water to cool, which is the big thing. Because it's such a huge volume of water every time. So it's just kind of this long wait where if I need to have tea, it's gonna take a little while for it to get the tea right. But I need to wait for it to cool because, what's it called? Oh, because I do green teas, which will burn. Did my stream just disconnect? Are you guys still here? Hello? It didn't? Okay, cool. Alright. Well, if you run green tea at boiling temperatures, it burns. That's not being a tea snob, that is, you want to have green teas at lower temperatures. I think this one, I want ones about 175 Fahrenheit. The other ones, my usual ones are about 160 Fahrenheit. Alright. Alright, let's get back into the game. Oh, hold on, we played some more. Let's see if we can,
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. That seems interesting. Sorry, I've never looked at the, descriptions.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Low.
In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
No. We could put another point into encyclopedia, but I feel like we already have so many points in the encyclopedia. Like, we could make it higher, though. Or we can make Inland Empire even higher. We'll just have one for now. Everything is waiting. All right, well. At 9, you'll get every possible passive check for a skill. That is nice. Okay. But the ones above 6 are, like, really rare. Well, we can put some more points in Inland as we continue on.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
All right, well, time to go to bed.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Hello, Demi. Let me know how audio and everything
then
is.
Sleep doesn't come. And then sleep doesn't come.
Okay, turned it up. But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Oh,
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the
It
blanket.
barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
So, Demi, if you're, I can just catch you up. We are only on the second day. Or we are going to bed on the first day. We have talked to Joyce. We have talked to Everart. We have investigated the body. We've gotten the body down. And... so, that's where we are in the game. But yeah, feel free to watch through the VODs. We have the VODs there. Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, I think it's been long enough, and I'm gonna break away. You guys can talk about this in other Discords, about my streams. It's fine. I think it's been long enough, that I think the optics are okay to do that. Okay, hold on. Be right back. 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 I need to get tea before I start talking. Okay, I'm back. It didn't cool enough, but I just poured myself tea with it. I was saying, basically, so one thing I do, for those who don't know, I imagine most people here know, is I guess I'm technically server owner for the Mint Fantome fan cord, which is like the official, unofficial server, unofficial, official server, however you want to say it. It's the main Mint server. There are others out there, and that is fine. But it seems to have been the main one. It's the main one. We're in touch with her mods and stuff if need be, if something comes up. You know. Which, it is what it is. And as a result, I kind of very early on made a rule that people are not allowed to talk about my streams in the server because I am server owner and the optics of that are really, really weird. And it made me very uncomfortable, that idea. I think now enough time has passed and we have enough staff there that are active and all of that. And I think it's kind of, at this point, probably obvious to people who look that I am not trying to use this server to promote myself. So, basically, people can actually talk about my streams now. This is coming up because Karateka is active there, and so if people want to talk about the disco streams there, they can. That's all I wanted to get at about that. Because that's where a lot of the people here talk about VTuber streams. Only reason it comes up. Because we have a big general indie discussion channel. So, you know what? I'll put in the announcement. Hi, here, I'll just do whoop, reply at we. Enough time has passed. We're probably fine. Just like, don't actively promote me or anything. I won't be promoting my own streams or anything there either, but it's fine to discuss them. Okay. Okay, that's basically it. I've been thinking about that, when I... Yeah. That's that. Also, I think I'm gonna do the radio show type idea where it's at midnight, I pour myself a drink, and I either talk myself or I bring on a guest, and just talk about some piece of, like, some special interest of them. Like whether it be like photography or WOTA or warrior cats or hold on. The intersection of gender studies and climate refugees. Or whatever they want to do. The bikes, bicycles, cycling, Beyblade, whatever the fuck Chovek wants to talk about. You know, just kind of invite people on, and that I've kind of like, I've talked to, and I think like, hey, I can bring you on and have you yap, and I think it like won't be like an awkward experience, basically. You literally have a fucking history PhD. I'm sure you can. So, yeah, we could talk about clerical life. You can talk about yaoi, demi. We can talk about basically whatever. I think that would just kind of be like a fun, probably. Bien, you can come talk about metal. Yeah, so like I kind of like, and the idea is like I'd probably do it about midnight, do it kind of like one of those like college radio shows, probably only for like an hour, maybe once a week, once every other week, it'll depend, pour myself some sort of drink, and we just, the guests either pour themselves a drink if they partake, or gets themselves something yummy to drink, and we just yap for like an hour and call it that. So I'll need to kind of figure out assets and background noise and if I want to filter anything for my voice, but and how I kind of want to theme it, but I kind of like the idea of it being just a like there's the, like I remember Nina did like the drinking thing that she used to do. Right? I think Uki and like some of the different Niji people did. And I know that there's like other things like trash talk and hello, Mrs. Oh. We'll have Homu on. Homu, you're gonna have to talk for an hour in front of a live audience in a podcast setting. I hope you're excited. Yeah, the host club thing. And yeah, just people talking about their interests. I can have Oimo on. God knows, Oimo would be an interesting guest. That'd be a lot of fun, actually. Yeah, so not really, I think less host club and more Tia, have Tia on. And for certain hosts, I think where the time zone would be weird, we can like do a pre-recording or like just add a different hour. But the goal would be kind of like a midnight, either a midnight airing or a midnight release, or like or live at midnight. Yeah, I guess kind of theme it. It'd probably be a bar, where we just have both people. I get like a little asset for like my drink, like a last call, kind of like midnight at a bar kind of setting when the bar has mostly died down. People are kind of enjoying their last drinks and just kind of chatting. If you guys know that kind of vibe. So I'd probably need to get like a little bartender asset then. Or not, honestly. Or just have it like an empty bar in the background. I can figure it out. But yeah, I think it would be fun. I could talk to Holly Mama about Gyaru fashion. Yeah, lots of things. I could bring Rice on to talk about like Magic the Gathering, or like to talk about drawing porn, or, you know. You know, whatever it's gonna be. Bring Orca on for background can be an OSRS pub or in. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good, honestly. Oh, I can do that actually. Yeah, and there are some fun ones too, and I can use the first person. I don't know which one I would use. Problem is I'd want to do it from behind the bar. Oh, well, the nice thing is I can just use the first person camera and then, or just use the Oculus and then just... Yeah, I could do that. Or I could make something with the Irisatoya assets also. Make like a little cafe scene. That could be fun. Or I can make like something like very crude in 3D. Or I could maybe ask my friend Ren if she might be up for doing like a small background drawing, just like something sketchy. So I think it would be but yeah, so the whole point is it's not like I'm running the bar, it's that we're both bar patrons and we're both chatting. I would call it last call, but that's the name of the financials. Like maybe closing time, or I don't know. We'd find it last round. I can look up different podcast names and stuff. But it would be fun to try and get it up, and then happy hour can't stay here. Closing time, closing hour, final hour. Last drink, a bunch of different... I can figure it out. And I can do it different, like, pre-recorded. And I think the idea would be, like, it doesn't have to be something where the other person has, like, a big, audio setup or anything. They don't need to have an avatar. Some sort of fugi I can put on a little stool. I don't know. Anyway. Finally, I have some caffeine in me. Finally, I have some caffeine. Anyway. All right, disco time. All right, I made the announcement. Okay. Harvey who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the game literally has a dream sequence. Alright, well, the light is obviously trying to lead us to go towards there. Can I go anywhere else? Will you let me? No? Okay. Well, fine. Yeah, it's very... This is a... I do appreciate that it's... Oh.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die?
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I think it was... Did I see one of the writers of this currently crowdfunding to survive? Jeez, I did not.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
What do you mean this is when you find out that this is a game about divorce? This game has been, like, blaring the divorced, like, signal in the air. Like on the spotlight, like the bat signal. The ex-husband signal. Like, the entire fucking time. Also, there's like 4 or 5 different spiritual successors, yes.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
If divorce made you obsessed with the song style, it'd probably be Idol. Which isn't like idol music. Which isn't really a song style, but like... it would be idols.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Okay, you know what I think would make this better, though? What if we were a witch looking for a lost cat in the Alps? Like, instead of us doing, like, the whole, like, divorced, self-hating, alcoholic thing, what if we were a witch?
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do.
Yeah, they were a bathtub
Even
judge.
in your
That's...
dreams. And the actor's wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
Oh god, actually, hold on. So I know this is a very serious stream, but the yap brain has activated in the whole thing. A game about a witch in the Alps trying to find a lost cat, but it has all the drug use and the racism and the slurs and the homophobia and the political discussion that this game does. Yeah, now we're cooking. My sister is going around right now and going to a bunch of different bars in RuneScape and just sending me screenshots of them. I love her. Awesome sister. Anyway, but yeah, no, Disco is just a very strong game. Can we have Kim? No, it needs to be female Kim. We need a lesbian sidekick. Anyway, the witch can still be an alcoholic though.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I'm sorry, Griddle. Go back to bed, hun. Go back to bed. I woke the cat up with that. She's not stinky, actually. She's like pretty well, like, she takes care of herself and like bathes meticulously, so not a very smelly cat. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
No.
Oh, yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
I mean, this is me anytime I drink. This is literally just what happens. This is why I don't drink often. Oh, we don't look very well rested.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
Just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
Alright, well, Darelion says no, so...
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
No, Harry has some strong carnal feelings for the Darelion, so we're gonna say no to drugs.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay. Alright, and we'll do an actual save. Alright, well... Might as well check the mirror.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
We'll let it be.
The door is closed. The door is... This door...
Alright, well, we're gonna... wait on that one. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Huh, that's weird. Oh, things are open. Kim? Ooh, good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men Gert told
I
us
completely
about
forgot.
yesterday?
Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Alright.
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys. who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. One more
Right.
thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Alright. I'm gonna talk to her.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there, or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Oh yeah, it's because they steal all the copper wire from it. I might get more tea real quick. Hold on, I'll be back. Just because Harry doesn't do speed doesn't mean I don't need my stimulant. Oh, I already took all my meds. Small talk. I'm good. I am on top of things today.
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Okay, we're gonna help you, Miss Cryptozoologist. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
So your husband was some sort of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological
Well,
beasts
I'm
and
sorry,
urban
Kim.
legends.
If I find a Tsuchinoko, I'm not telling you.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology. one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
I will never go against crit. Ah! I'm spilling tea everywhere. I overfilled, broke the water tension. Ah, no, it burns. It's too hot. No. No. Well. That's okay. I need to wash this dust mat anyway.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
What was this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Who's the scary person?
Sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
And you mentioned traps.
I doubt it, sweetie. The traps aren't big enough for humans to get caught in them. They're for the insect. Anyway.
Do it. Find him. This will surely lead to a mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, please. Some science fiction is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation.
This sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but...
It's just a little sign thing. We'll do it down the... I've already given my word. I'm honor bound to uphold it.
If you say so.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
Tell me more about
dear.
Morel.
I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious.
Yeah, we're hunting
like
down
a small
Berry Bug.
boy's. And his palms are quite
We're gonna
coarse from
find
all the
her,
field
and
work.
then we're gonna
He's quite gentle.
pin her to like some sort of styrofoam thing, and then put her in a box with some mothballs so then pests don't eat her. And then we can study her down the line. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited about that. I forget, where do you pin ladybugs? Let's see. They're beetles, right? So it's kind of like you go to the center, beneath the head part, go down a little bit into the right, I think is where you put the pin for Coleoptera. Where do you pin Coleoptera? I want to say Coleoptera are pinned. No. I think I'm wrong. Oh yeah, no, I was right. That's the common. Yep. Center, a little bit down, and then you go to the a little bit to the right. If you like orient it so their head is up, that's where you put the pin. I remember things from entomology. I used to be really big into bugs. Can I show you guys my favorite bug? Can I show you guys my favorite bug? I want to show you guys my favorite bug. Hold on. Alright, if you don't like bugs, obviously now is probably, you're gonna want to skip ahead. You're gonna want to, like, look away, or minimize this, or skip ahead, like a couple minutes, VOD watchers. You know the drill. Let me find some good pictures of them, my babies. It's not grabbing any of the good pictures that I want of them. Oh, that's the male. I can grab the picture of the male. That one's a female. I can grab a picture of that. There aren't any good ones of their face. They're very moe. They're very, very moe. But hold on. I'm still not finding good pictures of their face. What a shame. Well, if you Google Ambioptera, you can find them. But I'll just show some pictures then here. Anyway. Here, I'll put it in a second. They're called web spinners in, common. Here we go. They're these little guys. They are some of my favorite insects in existence. Yeah, Embidna, it's either Embidna or Ambioptera. Either one works. They are... and then let me grab... and then the males have wings. And they don't last very long. The males don't. They kind of leave the... so they're eusocial. Yeah, look up the David Attenborough video on them. It's a very good one. You can watch them spin their little web, and he's going to summarize everything about them better than I could. I almost wanted to be an Ambioptera themed VTuber. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have been a bug girl. Should I have been a bug girl? Ollie Mama, should I have been a bug girl? Anyway, no, not a bee. I don't actually like bees that much. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely a sucker for bumblebees. They're very, very cute, but they're not up there in my favorites. Yeah, I do like my avatar. A lot of love has gone into it. A lot of love and thought and planning and... Anyway.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information. It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. Why don't you just try describing him as you would one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long you've been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
I just spilled tea all over my shirt.
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are. I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about the rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
No, bore me with
The
it.
lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the
Well,
insects.
it's a phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh yeah, here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Yes.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you.
I'm sorry, Kim.
It's
yes.
simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
What makes you think it's
Well,
around here?
some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it
Oh.
can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
So what's so special
Oh
about
dear,
it?
I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
All right, tell us more about more cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
No! It's okay, it's a white check. Living cryptids, extinct marine.
We
bring
don't
it
have
on.
time for Cryptozoology 101.
Oh. Alright. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, what gives us -1 suggestion?
Oh, hello, dear.
All right. Well, I think a little bit more suggestions probably good for us, given that I think that'd be useful. Sure. All right.
Oh, hello, dear.
Yeah.
No, you don't have any new winning tactics to get the woman to spill the beans about.
No. No, we're reloading that one. I do not care. I'm safe scumming this one. I will save scum the important roles, like
Hello, dear.
like learning about cryptids.
Oh, hello, dear.
No, you don't.
What? All right, fine. We're gonna go investigate the borscht, and then we're gonna come back. Talk to him.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
What's in the borscht you're
The
making?
man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Sorry, I don't
Just
understand
one
you.
word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
I mean... Sure.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
I'm sure this will have no negative consequences in the future. Do we want some borscht? Should we have some borscht? Oh, we were doing so well at not drinking. No, 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 Dare Lion. Dare Lion says no. Oh yeah, we can have it and not drink it, that's true.
The man ponders,
Could
he
I have some of that
smiles
brew?
and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Okay. Neat. We'll keep that for later. What's up, miss?
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinet.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
I just want to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest, if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Bigfoot that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everett sent to law school?
Are you Lizzie Elizabeth Miss...
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that. A man like Easy Leo could have said anything. Do not be restrained, sire.
He said Mr. Everett sent you to law school.
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. first, we have more important things to go do. And it is...
Oh, hello, dear.
No, you don't have any new winning tactics.
Oh, hello, dear.
Sometimes the
Finally.
most charming thing you can do is be reasonable in your requests.
Could you tell me about just one more interesting cryptid? The Insulating Phasmid was great.
I suppose you could use a break, and I could use a distraction.
One cryptid, like you said. One. This can't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. We have things to do.
Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid
He
premise.
nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
Invisible cryptid. Oh, I think that's
What an
fun.
interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
You're right, Tim. It's childish, but I
Okay,
need to know.
I won't spoil your fun. What is the invisible cryptid?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mama d'Aqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Whatever the evidence is there of it being a
Plenty.
sound.
It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mama d'Aqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually.
But why are they so afraid of
That
us?
is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas.
No.
And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing. Psst. They cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out?
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her. A wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Mamadakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what?
This has been educational, so we need to discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
All right, that's all for now. We promised Kim. We promised Kim. I want to listen to her, but we did promise Kim. All right. So there is the Doom commercial sector.
Was that? Could it be? The Mama Dakwa? No. It's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ring?
There seems to be. An extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird.
All right, well, we'll listen closely.
There it is
first.
again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you.
Move your
Oh,
head
no.
towards the sound.
The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore.
No,
Just
come
the
back.
sound of the streets. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Okay, then. That is a good thought. We need more levels for more thoughts, and we need more levels for more Inland Empire. Ah, damn. Well, I'm sure we're gonna get some more levels soon.
An old Colbot East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
And we need more levels to more volition. Yeah, we are going to go explore.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on
It's the
here?
jam, my man.
What's
It's a
the
traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
So that's where
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
So how long have you been
Feels
there?
like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll
Yeah.
with it.
Imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, What do you need?
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
But what are you actually
Can't
hauling?
even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Did I get one of those tracksuits?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket.
Oh my god, we
Maybe
also have the vehicle
36.
autism. Let's go.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Tell me more about
It's
the
like-
strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What are they demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think they want?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Know anything about the
He
dead
ain't one of us
man?
drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Oh, oof, okay. Empathy.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Miller.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches. You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
And what's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
Hell, I got longing. I felt something similar since I woke
Man,
up.
I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know
I
who
feel
it
for you, my
is.
friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Don't be a stranger.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Oh. For every green orb clicked. What does that mean? What's a green orb? Oh, that's a green orb. We get money for thinking. Oh, I should have taken this earlier. Fuck. Oh well. That's a good one. Alright. Well, we're going down the coast to look for the
You
traps.
see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
I'm not cool.
What? No, I can't believe you said that. You got personal style.
No, I'm not
You
cool.
know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
What kind of stuff are you selling
Only
here?
the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here.
Where'd you
No
get those
shame.
comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Is there a discount for cool officers?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
No, he's prying.
Yes, it's a business secret. Let him keep it.
Anything for you.
Alright, I'll look around.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design, Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Oh,
You
that's
find
gross,
your
though.
hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Why
Save the
haven't you
economy.
heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Okay, that makes
Very
sense.
cool. The economy thanks.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for.
Well, that'll lower our shivers. We don't want that.
There's a pile of
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Try
abort.
them on.
These are hideous.
Damn, officer. You
No, you are definitely not buying those.
All right.
are
I'm
you
too
sure?
sensible.
But they look so good on you.
I rummaged through the
These
box.
are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses.
Sorry for clicking through.
Made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool.
Ooh, we found the water blue shades.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
What about these, Kim?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
+1 Inland Empire.
A
Okay,
man
I'll take
who
them.
knows his style. Much respect.
Sea Monster's Vision and Sea Monster's Soul. Alright, and then we should also just tools. Oh yeah, we should grab
Yes?
the can. Nothing. Take all. Take all. Okay. Eventually we should go exchange the check. Probably. Hot air. Ooh, fish can. Yes, I will take all. Zero perception. Fingerless gloves. Rory's pawn shop. Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna make a lot of money here. Mostly military wear. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says D.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
back? Alright,
Big men on big
inspect them
horses,
all.
clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks.
We
The
just need to
kind
make sure we
that
get
would
to the
mow
store
down
before
a
they
line of enemy
close.
soldiers
And also do the
in the
Doom
blink of
commercial
an eye.
sector.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles
Wait,
with
this
bayonets.
looks like Renee.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Alright.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope, even we can do it.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Alright, let's interface, see if we find
Everything you
anything.
pick out seems faded.
Alright, fine. Alright.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a street night?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
How much would you
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
I imagine it wasn't easy getting it.
I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Alright. I guess we'll talk to him real quick.
It's not often that What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm
Oh
interrupting.
no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Demi, did it get held? Or are you typing? Many college freshmen do the same thing. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sorry, hold on. I just need a sec. My brain.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Not quite a
It keeps
collection.
me entertained.
Is Roy high?
Okay, he definitely is high. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Okay.
A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Do you have any recordings of the Goldem?
The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I have hobbies just like all normal people because I'm a normal
Oh.
person.
I didn't mean to imply otherwise. Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Coldy Mamadakwa myself. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldy Mamadakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
And did you ever find
We
it?
thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldy Mamadakwa.
Yeah, gotta listen to it.
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Yes, it's absolutely.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest, breathing is becoming difficult. Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
Seagulls?
And skewers, but shh.
A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
You know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldy Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they?
You might go to
Early
8 or...
morning sounds.
Oh, it's the fast
I
bed.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Anything about the
I
recent
do my
hanging?
best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Do you have anything
Someone
like
else
guns?
came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, no.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Probably has a good reason for that. Was the buyer policeman
She
too?
didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd.
Oh,
I found her
no.
interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was
It's
terrifying.
KOS.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian
sorry,
is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously. His face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed my god.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
This mess. He means your mess.
Any idea where I can find this
My
buyer?
apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now.
Have people from the
Maybe.
union trying.
Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when...
Of course.
Alright, I
Let
wanna
me
sell
have a look.
something. That's
Anything else you're thinking of
the pawn
selling?
stuff. Yeah, we can sell the postcard. I'm gonna keep everything else. I don't have
Another
anything else
time,
left.
perhaps.
Okay, awesome. I love that. Okay, well, that sucked. Now let's try to find the coast. Waterlock out of order.
Good morning to you, officer.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Do you know what's caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the
Well,
coast?
there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that
Sure thing.
salami?
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Alright, well. Alright, so we're investigating the coast. I thought that was the way to the coast? How do we get to the coast? How else do we get to the coast to find the traps? It is. I didn't see any traps. Oh, it's closed off right now. Oh, you have to cross in order to do the... Oh, and we can't cross for another couple days. So can we not even do the cryptozoologist thing until then? Not yet. Okay.
This coin-operated viewer is faced.
Probably some kids.
The metal feels.
Tomorrow. Okay. It's fixed day 3. Got it. Alright, well, we can do the Doom commercial sector, and then also Fritz. And then we can try and do the volition check. And we can also try and investigate some drugs. Alright, first let's go pay for our stay. That seems important. And then we should probably talk to some of the union people later. We have a lot of things we need to do. There's so many things to do, guys. Genuine overload. People are like, well, this is an easy way to pass the time. Ow. Don't make yourself too comfortable.
Looking for something?
What was that argument all about?
It's about not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge, you know. Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so wish.
What's your stance on drugs?
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
But hold on, to make... So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out
Not
of
in,
days?
not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
And then what are you still
What do
hanging
you
around
think?
here for?
I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Alright, I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
knew that
happened?
guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you're all at the whirling, how do you know it was... bad for him,
It's
I
a
guess?
fucking travesty is what it is.
If it's not you,
Isn't
then
it
who?
obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business.
That guy's
of
the lorry
course he's a lorry
buyer.
driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need
Guess
to pay him a
so.
visit. Alright, I'm leaving. No more of that. And we can get the key later. But, for now...
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Awesome.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I need to exchange this novelty check for Clash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union. The Union works for you by supplying you with cash.
Alright. I'm pretty sure I know where the fridge is. Because we saw the call box. So I'm assuming... Alright, well... We've done most of what we need to do, I think. Pigs go home. Fuck the police. That sounds lovely. Alright, no, we're not wrong, but... Alright,
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child,
Murder
converse with
was the
me. Okay. We can talk to Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fuck.
Alright, well, we need more empathy for him. Yeah, your son with every disease that knows every slur. God. Alright, I was gonna go pay our bill for tonight. Real easy.
Can I help you?
About my bill for
Got
tonight?
the 20 real?
Yeah.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Alright. I think we're doing pretty good on money, honestly. Okay, well, Doom commercial sector it is, I guess. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman
Not
be
all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a
I know
policeman.
you are.
Do you need the help of a
What
policeman? Maybe your husband is
My
missing?
husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
Maybe your children
no,
are missing?
absolutely not.
So where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny,
They're
where are
not
they?
missing.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Okay, great. Just making sure. What if something awful has happened? What if they're in the
What?
sewers?
That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Okay, maybe you're right. Watch her
Her
browse
hands
books.
move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves it for all the work she's done for mankind. You step in and close your arms around this foreign.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby.
Alright.
She steps back and returns her attention to books, pretending this hug didn't happen.
That's all for the moment.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Okay. Ooh, more thoughts.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People.
It's a tome of fascist magic. Most interesting thing about fascists was their magic?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of
Supernatural
famous people.
literature.
There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Look through
Amidst
the
the
shelf.
various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh.
It
How does
serves
that work?
platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. Various paranatural books.
Wait, what's these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Oh, okay. Fine then. Fine, we're gonna go investigate.
An
We gotta
intricate
also
web
interact
of
with-
blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
What's the meaning of
For
this
you to
tattoo?
discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Oh. We could go ask the fascist. Or the old lady. If we're helping out Joyce, we could ask her. City is... Oh, we have a shop at Paul. Asking if well, he prided himself on all of his historical
Has
knowledge.
worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms.
The other one taught
Your
history,
triceps
though.
hum at the sight of these weights.
That's
Show
who I
the
was thinking
world
of.
What kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Yeah, his buddy's a history teacher.
Why
We'll
does
ask
it
his
feel
buddy.
so familiar?
Is this familiar? Because, look, Kim is
You're
trapped.
right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should
It
be a
would be a
felony.
violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is this familiar because I'm a
No,
weightlifter?
it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Okay. More thoughts. Alright, I guess we'll continue on. This block is old by an old window pass and debris. Oh, we can talk to him?
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there's a tutorial agent, yes. Okay, lots of spooky stuff. We found the taxidermist. This is not at all spooky. Yeah, I'll take some money. A naked mannequin torso. Just a little bit spooky.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Guys, I need to pee. I'll be right back. Where's my text assets? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm back.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Turn on
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Press
Nothing
press.
happens.
Press play.
Nothing happens.
Press play
Nothing
again.
happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, well, we can get that memory later.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How do I know what Cadra mosaic titles are supposed
History
to look like?
classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Alright, well then what am I looking
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This, of course, the anatomy
Perhaps.
occurs.
The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, hold on, Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
That's the game who's
Whoever
playing.
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
And what else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Cool. There's a bunch of stuff over there I want to investigate too. What about this one?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Alright, inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out
We just found their
autumnal candle
D&D
welkins
game.
casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the
It's
welkin.
Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
Oh.
The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Whisper, one of them is a welcome supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Who are these creatures?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
This has been educational.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Alright, let's
The
inspect
photo
photos.
collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Hold on 1 second, I need to really quick. Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Sprint, daily minimi. We just found, oh my god. We found the agile board. We did it.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
And
the handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Bonuses. +1 XP for every orb clicked. Awesome! Talk to Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. Question is, what the hell were they making?
That is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Has anyone ever done
Not
this
to
before?
my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with
Can't believe they were making a digital role-playing game.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How would they play?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
And this was a role-playing
Indeed,
game?
those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
No idea.
The company?
They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Well, we can have a new thought, and I did want to get that the cryptid thought, so we'll unlock that. Because that one will take all day. Blue velvet, and then there is that one. Oh, take all. Is this MS Atelier? Steel Rotorblaze bearing a Slipstream logo. Ooh, production schedule. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on, hold on.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine
Insert
on
the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Alright, let's press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean the glowing thing?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. You should ask her for a hint.
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is a place, please open
I
this
am
day.
contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Thank you for the raid, Lady Saffron. Thank you, thank you. I had to, like, scroll over because it shows up all white and it's basically impossible for me to see, but thank you. I forgot that raids were a thing on YouTube. Welcome, hello everyone. My name is Lilybwees. I am a divorced retro hagtuber. I play retro indie mecha, and I play games wrong on purpose. It's nice to meet you all. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Saffron, so much. Raiders, feel free to, stay here. But also, if you're thirsty, hungry, tired, or just want to take a step back, please don't feel pressured to stick around. I've not dealt with a raid in so long. And Seth, what were you playing? Sorry, I'm a little bit like, oh god. A little peer pressure. Airborne Empire. I've not played it, but I might check that out, actually. I should write that down. I'll definitely check that out. Yes, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that does sound neat. Okay, thank you, small dog.
Received.
So we
I will
are
register this login attempt.
playing Disco Elysium, and we are trying to basically hunt for ghosts, I think, at this point. We're investigating the doomed commercial sector, which is just where all the businesses have gone to die. Because we can't hunt for cryptids today. We can't get down to the coast.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Alright,
The
I'm gonna
filament
remove
slides out
protection.
of its glowing nest.
Alright, of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna just keep that. I mean, we could sell it for a whole lot of money, but that seems less fun. Is that a bear? That's a bear. Is that a fridge? Oh my god. The wall collapsed.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking
Wait,
upstairs.
really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Okay.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Sorry, that was stupid.
Yes, it was.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
At least commit to the bit. Okay,
No one
fine,
has
I
used it in
will.
ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
A lush
Fine,
layer.
I will.
You feel the spirit of Ram. 3 dangerous.
What?
I'm the
Please wipe your
reincarnation of
face
an
clean,
ancient
officer.
Ilmarian warrior.
No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it.
Kim trusts you.
You can feel your cheeks turn red under the lieutenant's gaze. You look like a kid, not a police officer.
Thank you. So, where were we?
No, those voices I heard, maybe it's malignant entity.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Alright, I'm going to save and try and make sure we get this check. This one is a safe scum check, I think.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring
Oh, it's a
it
white check.
pitch black.
Yell hello into it.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Hello, are you there? This is police, who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I
After you, officer.
Okay.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice
Lieutenant
bear.
doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Alright, well, I'm
A
opening
gust
it.
of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside the
The
fridge.
shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the
You
door.
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Kid, this fridge looks perfect for the corpse.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is big enough. And cold enough too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Okay, I
The
guess we'll
body
do this.
is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Really? You think it's gonna
No,
work?
not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this room.
I'm not proud either, but
As
we did find
impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory, among numerous defeats. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Examine
A
one of the ice
friendly
cream
cartoon
wrappers.
bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper.
Oh yeah,
It
we
looks
have
nothing
zero
like the
perception
fridge
right now. I
or the
forgot.
decomposing body in it.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they try to sell ice cream.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us.
Alright. Well, we'll deal with that later. Given that, I could take off the glasses, the check's white, and we have nothing to lose. That's true. I think I'll do that a little bit later, though. I want to figure out the doomed commercial sector. Second floor.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Yeah, the ice cream machine is still running, apparently. Oh no, I didn't mean to go on the second floor.
An old call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the...
Oh, well now we just have a, intercom wires running into the breaker box. Oh, I see, I understand now. Interfacing. This one gives us more drama. Yeah, I want to check the
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Alright, we'll read the
Someone
note.
has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Kuno, stop!
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
I wonder who wrote
Looks
that
like
note.
someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave.
That's
in
a plausible hypothesis.
What's a filament?
It belongs
memory?
inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes.
I don't think we
only
need
for
to
a
ask who the illiterate ginger kid is.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
And do you have any idea where the frozen
I
ice
don't
cream
know.
maker could be?
I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
Okay, put the note away. Did we? Oh, there it is. Sure, let's go get the...
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Try to crack
You
open
slip
the
your
lid.
fingers under the If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the...
Okay, fine. I mean, I guess we could just turn it off. That might be useful. Let's save in case...
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one, something
black
close
cable.
to you, dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand...
Yeah, see? It's because we tried to open it. Tools. I'm sorry, Kim.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Pry bar is not... Turn the ice
Turning
cream
the
tray.
crank feels oddly... It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Also, I'm sorry I'm clicking through things. I think I may be getting a little impatient. I need to get used to playing this kind of game with an audience. Because usually I click as quickly as I read. So I am enjoying the game a lot. I'm just not used to like sitting for so long.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and...
Well, we're not gonna level that up ever. So we might as well save scum. I think we might save scum this one because we're never ever going to get this one open.
This orange machine is dead still. It
Okay,
has a hand... The ice
Heroic.
squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Where do we
I
get
have
one?
no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Okay. I'm sorry. Pick all. Actually, do these have different? No, they don't. How do we get to the second floor in the Doom commercial sector? Oh, there's the steps. The curtain on the second floor. Oh, here we go. Shoes and a puddle of melting snow. Can I not take the shoes? Hold on. If we equip this, can I take any of these? No. Okay. Oh. Hello, Miss Lady. It's full of dice. Save game. Okay. Let's
Hello,
try it.
I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Oh.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
You must have me come chiefly. What do you mean?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why you ask me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure. I
Very
like role-playing
good.
dice and dice.
My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and
It
minerals.
almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay. How'd you become a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily
Well,
ruckus?
there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder. She's not sorry to disappoint you, informing on someone in a murder investigation.
Hello? Are we back? Hello? Hello? Okay. Yeah, something died and like my computer just suddenly fucking froze. For some reason? I don't know why. It was a weird freeze too. Like OBS froze, VTube Studio froze, the game froze. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But welcome back, everyone. And you never took your eyes as you often work Sunday night.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it. And I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
I'd like to order a die
Of
from
course.
you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
I'm looking for... Do you know about the whirl and tethered setting? I want to die
Ah,
for that.
yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Whirl Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
I mean, I guess we could go with a different one. But that kind of sounds cool. I'll go with that one. Why do you need cast it in
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
And what's a standard
It's
one?
an icosy tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Okay, thank you, Logic. Yeah,
Great.
it's a deal.
See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
And where
We're
are we?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
I've heard this place is... do you know what happened to the other
More
tenants?
or
Anyone that's
less.
gone?
Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Oh, here's a lot of questions. There used to be a hair salon
Yes,
here, right?
I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Then what's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more
I guess
open-minded.
it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened
It
to the
wasn't
gym?
really a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was...
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
And maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to devour dead bodies.
Yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities.
Okay, we're finally back. Hi. Sorry. I don't know what's happening right now with the Ethernet. So I really, really like this scene, and I want to keep playing the game because I've only been going for about 3 hours, but I'm thinking with the internet how it is, I should probably end the broadcast soon, I think. I don't know if people are still here. I don't think anyone... Hello? Hello? Hear me? Did it... It might already have the chat open, but it's just not loading the chat on my end. Okay, it's just not loading the back. Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here, unfortunately. I think it's just too much. How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Good.
Okay.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Alright, I am going to quickly save, and then we're going to end the broadcast. And tomorrow we can go do more. But, yeah. Sorry, guys. But thank you all for coming. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lady Saffron, for the raid. Thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow at the same time. Alright, otsubui. Bye-bye.